Another customer. Let's go.
The hottest Disney movie coming this fall, Rant.
Hang on, buddy, I'm coming.
It'll blow your balls off.
What's up, guys? Spenny. A black woman lesbian versus a Latino transgender. Who will win in the Oppression Olympics? Libs down bad because they don't know who the hell to cheer for in this scenario. TLDR, the libs back the transgender, and the black lesbian, who is somehow higher on the intersectional hierarchy chain, has to be kicked out of the gym. That's what happened in California at a Gold's Gym. A massive confrontation between a black lesbian banned by the iconic gym brand for standing up to a trans woman who stared at her and swore while she was naked in the women's locker room, leading to an absolute historic crash out. Holy moly. This going viral, one of the #1 trends in the world right now. A lesbian woman has shared an outrage on social media after a trans woman allegedly followed her into the locker room, Los Angeles gym, and called her a B in a deeply angry voice. Trish Hyman's her name, and she's banned from the fitness brand before posting a video on X about the encounter in the women's locker room. In it, Hyman can be heard shouting about the trans person and saying, "Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it." Onlookers watched shocked. On Instagram, she posted the same video, a lengthy caption saying multiple women have repeatedly made written reports about a man coming into the women's locker room harassing us. The gym has done absolutely nothing, describing how the man's often naked, and you can see male genitalia. She went on to say that the trans woman was dressed in black long sleeve shirt and legging, disrespecting most of the occasion. She described the trans woman coming into the locker room behind her, calling her a B, saying she was terrified, screaming, "There's a man in the restroom." Hyman said the trans person was removed, but the gym staff then turned around and terminated my membership too and punished me for speaking up. Libs gonna make a choice, right? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the crash out.
Men, grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. The everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room. No one's saying shit. And I'm fucking done with it. It's fucking stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. But I ain't the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
We always knew that it would crash out like this. You know, when you're trying to please everyone, you're going to end up pleasing nobody. And there are so many different scenarios where the things that libs claim to care about, I mean, let's take a totally different scenario, but similar here, right? Libs say that they are for black people disaffected in the inner city. Yet they import tens of millions of low-wage earners who take the jobs of people who are on the lower social strata in this country, born in this country, making it all but impossible for them to live or to find work. You know, destroying entire industries of oppressed peoples, giving those jobs to people who are not Americans. Libs lie like this all the time. We're in favor of black women. How many times did you hear that during George Floyd? We are the defenders of black women. And then the moment that there's someone else who could be perceived as lower on the intersectional pagan hierarchy of the left, the black woman just gets thrown right under the bus. Here we go. Let's continue to read. In the end of the video, the trans person can be seen walking away from the tense encounter and going back into the women's locker room. Would you look at that? Holy smokes. This is obviously something that has captured the attention of the entire internet. Brave woman got kicked out of Gold's Gym because complained about men in the women's locker room. Memberships there start as young as 12 with a parent, and 16 alone. Women need single-sex spaces. Black woman kicked out of Gold's Gym. Shame on the Gold's Gym, and she should sue, is what people are saying. Amid all the outrage, Gold's Gym found women's only gym that actually said no loopholes, no politics, no identity, no workaround, just women, and they stood their ground. Beautiful to see. This clip is remarkable. I'll play it for you at the end here. Yep. Black lesbian says she was banned. This was something that has happened before, obviously, and has been covered pretty extensively. Tucker Carlson used to cover stories like this regularly, always out of LA, always in fitness centers like this. Terminated my membership, escorted out by police, escorted out by officers. It was embarrassing. I left, but not before making sure everybody knew what they were doing in the locker room. Joey Swoll, pretty famous here. Good for standing up for yourself and women all over that feel the same. DM you and happy to find you a new gym and pay for it. A lot of great gyms here in LA and SoCal would love to have you. Joey Swoll, really famous fitness influencer. I'll cover your next few years. Gym membership fee, DM me. Thank you for speaking out. So people like reaching out to the black woman. Trish, I saw somebody posting that it was in Los Angeles. You should sue them. Woman got upset because a man was in the women's locker room at her gym. Instead of dealing with the whole man in the female-only space, the gym canceled her membership. Absolutely effing insane, says Sydney Watson. F this gym. Unbelievable. Women shouldn't have to deal with this. This is the way. What is wrong with people? Women shouldn't have to put up with this BS. Gold's Gym has now canceled Trish's membership and escorted out by the police just because she felt threatened by a man. Give her the membership back and protect women's spaces. This is what women need to do. This madness has gone far enough. We will rise against it and win. Riley Gaines saying, if black women had stood up like this at the beginning of the transgender madness, that none of this would have happened. Illicit gyms that allow men into women's locker rooms. YMCA, Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym. Yeesh. Okay, well, Trish Hyman sitting here and saying it must stop now. There's your reminder to keep men out of women's locker rooms. Trish Hyman commenting after this situation and telling her side of the story again.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America, where like trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a fuck how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turn around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fucking talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm fucking pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the fuck is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel? That's nothing more manly than not giving a fuck about how women feel, I'd like to think. And I get it, like, everybody has their own things, and I don't want to say that I know everything about gay rights or trans rights. I'm a lesbian. I've been a lesbian my whole life. I treat people how I want to be treated regardless of whatever their sexual orientation is or whatever they decide. So I'm not transphobic and I'm not homophobic. I'm not straightphobic. I'm not racist. None of these things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated. Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to fucking be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms? Because it ain't right. The way I feel right now, And don't come into my comments about he gay, he ain't looking at you. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's about a feeling, yo. Like, if you never been a little girl who been touched or been through some shit, you won't understand that feeling. And you've never been a little girl.